can't get much power from them. The juiciest souls are in your dimension. Astaroth created the video game called Omikron in order to capture them. The game you're playing at this very moment. The game you're playing at this very moment. The game you're playing at this very moment.
Yeah, they made this game over here. I'm not going to read the name because they might, chop it off, the Nomad Soul. But this game here was created by Microsoft. Bill Gates said he had nothing to do with it, but this was created back in 1999. And you turn it backwards, guess what number you get? 666. Bill Gates is behind most of these things that's going on. He wanted to depopulate the world way back then, and somehow he's trying to do the best he can to do it. The Nomad Soul is an adventure game developed by Quantic Dream and publisher Elders Interactive. It was released for Microsoft Windows in 1999 and Dreamcast. Dreamcast is also a system made by Microsoft, owned by Bill Gates himself. But he admitted that he doesn't have nothing to do with this game and he didn't create it. Yeah, okay. But before we move on, I want to talk about this nomad. You saw one of those pictures that said the Nomad Soul, a member of a people having no permanent abode and who travel from place to find fresh pasture for their livestock. Sounds like this verse right here. So I'm telling you, these people know exactly what they're doing. Like the definition of nomad, we're going to read it right here. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places seeking rest. He becomes a nomad. And finding none, he said, I will return unto my house whence I came out. And when he cometh, he findeth it swept and garnished. Then goeth he and taketh to him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. So that spirit left and couldn't go back to it, but he found 7 other spirits, maybe that the person was dealing in sin with, and he entered right behind them. Now he's even worse than what he started off with. That's what the verse is talking about. But we're talking about this thing that they put out here, and all they doing is just playing games with us. Continue to watch. You're going to see.
He uses Omicron to attract souls. He uses Omicron to attract souls.
Amid the Omicron scare, Bill Gates has tweeted, and he is also talking about the transmissibility of this variant. Bill Gates has tweeted, and I quote, Omicron is spreading faster than any virus in history. It will soon be in every country in the world. The big unknown is how sick Omicron makes you. We need to take it seriously until we know more about it. Even if it's only half as severe as Delta, it will be the worst surge we have seen so far because it's so infectious. So everybody's talking about the transmissibility.
First of all, who is Bill Gates? Like, how did he become the know-it-all of all these things? He used, like the video game said, is he uses the Omni to push his agenda, just like now. And it sounds just like this. And in his estate shall stand up a vile person to whom they shall not give the honor of the kingdom. But he shall come in peaceably and obtain the kingdom by flatteries. He using flatteries, get this, get that. We'll give you this and you'll be access to that. You'll go this place or that place. Who is this guy, Bill Gates?
He asks players.
So please, if you haven't gotten vaccinated, do it now. Do it now. It could save your life, and it could save the lives of those you love.
He asks players to put their spirit into a body in order to enter our dimension. As soon as the soul has come here, it only takes a demon to catch it and take it to Astaroth.
So we got all these things going on in this video game. You got demonic stuff going on. They want to take your souls, and they want to take it to Astaroth. Like, who made this game up and picked Astaroth? And then they use the word Omni, the variant that they got out today. And they're using all this. And we look up the word Astaroth in the Bible, it had nothing good to say about it. For Solomon went after Astaroth, the goddess of the Zidonians, and after Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonite. And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord and went not fully after the Lord, as did David his father. So here's another place in the Bible that talks about Astaroth, and like I said, it had nothing to do with good with it. So why would they use something like that? Because they playing a demonic game and they worship the devil, all this foolery that's going on in there. And they forsook the Lord and served Baal and Ashtoreth. Baal is another word for the devil. And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of spoilers that spoiled them, and he sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before their enemies. That's how bad it was. The Lord sold them to their enemies as slaves because they were worshiping other gods.
All these people who have not been vaccinated, you have an obligation to yourselves, to your families, and quite frankly, I know I'll get criticized for this, to your country. Get vaccinated now. It's free.
So if you go back to the beginning of this video, it talk about Astaroth creating this video game, the one that you're very playing right now, and it mentions the word Omni and all the demonic stuff that's going on. You look at today, they're playing the same game with us. Look at this. Brooklyn Nets to bring back Kyrie Irving for road games outside New York, Toronto. So if you remember what I said about Kyrie Irving when I talked about him a few videos back, they wouldn't let him play, especially at home games, because New York is one of the states that doesn't allow you to play unless you have the jab. But now they're going to bring him back and he could play away games. So you telling me that the jab and the virus, all the stuff that's going on, that it only happens in home games? I'm telling y'all, they playing this game.
How concerned should you be about Omicron, which is now the dominant variant in this country, and it happened so quickly? The answer is straightforward. If you're not fully vaccinated, you have good reason to be concerned. You're at a high risk of getting sick. And if you get sick, you're likely to spread it to others, including friends and family. But because Omicron spreads so easily, we'll see some fully vaccinated people get COVID, potentially in large numbers. There will be positive cases in every office, even here in the White House, among the vaccinated from Omicron. But these cases are highly unlikely to lead to serious illness. Vaccinated people who get COVID may get ill, but they're protected from severe illness and death. That's why you should still remain vigilant. According to our doctors, even if you're fully vaccinated, you should wear a mask when indoors and in public settings. Wearing a mask provides extra protection for you and those around you.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Exactly. What are you talking about, man? First they tell you put on a mask, it's going to protect you. Get the jab, that's going to protect you. Get another jab, you won't need to wear the mask. And get the booster. And now you back to square one, putting on the mask, and you done got jabbed like 5 times already. They playing the game with you. It's all a game. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. This is the end times, and you can see it all around you. It's every sign is out there. And you need to trust in the Lord and seek him. Because if you trusting in these people, they're going to lead you down the wrong path.